Over. The intro's over and we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Sunday Night Alien. We're just having a good time looking at YouTube comments and all the trolls over there, and we're laughing. If you're wondering what we're talking
It's
about,
only one.
Don't
Yeah,
worry
only-
about it.
We're not popular enough to have more than one, apparently. Wow.
True.
so welcome back, Alien. Last week we had our first death with Quill Riverby, but we're gonna have a brand new Marine joining the squad tonight. If you've noticed, the tag underneath Quill hasn't changed. A, it's because Evan made his character like 2 hours ago, and B, he wants to keep it a surprise for everybody. So we're gonna find out together. So when we do the
Mainly
character
A.
introductions, we're not gonna talk about his new character. All right, so let's do the round table introductions. Jen, what do you got going on this week, and who you play?
So this week I've been off streaming for 2 weeks. I've just been really, really busy. So hopefully I'm gonna be streaming this week. You can find me on my channel, Gentendo, doing dice pours, Animal Crossing, and sometimes Resident Evil. I'm also on Steam Still Murder for first edition AD&D. I'm playing Candlekeep Mysteries with Featherfall Tabletop, and sometimes on Saturdays I play Spaceship Zero with on Folsham Arts channel. So I'm all over the place playing games. Tonight I'm playing Iradia, and she's just a smart gunner with a bunch of bullets and a dream, and that dream is to shoot things. That's it.
I like it. Speaking of our mutual friend Bert, he sent me this past week. The old Mayfair
Ooh,
DC
nice.
Superheroes. So we're gonna get this to the table sometime. We'll have to do this somewhere else. Not on Free League, but we got the old He sent me the DC Superheroes game this week.
That's awesome.
So that reminded me. Thank you, Bert.
Bert's a good person. Bert is
an
like the
amazing
best of
person.
us. He's wonderful.
Yes, he is a great guy.
Yeah.
Tyler has stepped away for a moment. That's why we were late. And I said, "Forget it. We're going live, Tyler." So we'll just skip over him and let's go to Bill.
Hey everybody, I'm playing Clarence A.W. Revolver. He is our forward observer who is starting to feel a lot less stealthy and a lot more let's stab things with his katana every time I play him. I'm having an absolute blast playing a artificial womb soldier, and yeah, expect me to be trying to attack things with my sword in a game built around gun combat.
In a very cinematic kind of style combat last week. It reminded me of like that Daredevil scene in the hallway fight. You just
That didn't remind me of anything. I just died.
You got instantly shot in the head. Speaking of Evan, welcome Evan.
I died. I got a new character, but we'll talk about that later.
Yes.
Tuesday we'll be doing what?
Spectaculars.
Spectaculars on Garblight Games.
Yeah.
At 9:00 Central, where we play a bunch of misfits in a misfit city, and that should be interesting
Superheroes.
to see. We are superheroes,
And
but
they're
we're
slowly coming together. Maybe.
I don't know if we're really heroes. We're like super not villains, but not quite heroes.
Maybe you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you and Meat Man are super not heroes. Grendel's doing his best to be a superhero.
Super neutral, maybe. I don't know. Besides
Melee.
that, we're going to be doing Symbaroum probably in the next month or so.
Yeah.
I don't
Most
remember
of this
exactly.
is everybody coming back for it. Everybody who's here, except with the exception of Bill.
I think everybody
is-
but Bill.
is
Yeah.
gonna do Simba Room here on this channel. Evan's gonna run it for us.
Yeah, so we'll be playing that. We will figure that whole spiel out, but it's going to be a short kind of little campaign, I believe. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
check that out if you're
3
interested.
sessions sort of deal.
Yeah.
The
Oh, and
tie-in-
you know, Matt's going to be fucking dead.
to tie in to tie into the latest Simba Room release coming later.
Yes. So
So
hopefully I
we're
can
gonna
do it
something special.
justice. Yeah.
Yeah, of course I'm gonna die first. And I'm gonna be the one right next to the bad guy when we go to combat.
Oh yeah, just like you did to me every time. Yep. Where's the archer? Always in melee. Yep, just where I wanted him. Yep. Mhm.
All right. Aaron, what do you got going on this week?
Well, I'll be joining you guys on Spectaculars on Garblight Games on Tuesday night, playing Grendel, trying to be the superhero. Then Wednesday on Garblight Games at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition. Friday will be the finale of our Dune prologue campaign on Garblag Games, and yeah, that's it.
Excellent. Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Chat's turned against me tonight.
And I am playing Lance Corporal Hero Hanzo, a borderline sociopath sniper who's sadly took a bullet to the head last week. So he's feeling pretty good about himself right now.
I bet. All right, Tyler's back. Hey, welcome back, Tyler.
Yo, I'm back, and I have coffee, so I can stay awake for the game. Would you like me to do my stuff now?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay, great. I am Tyler. You can find me on Twitch for Foolish GM. I also put all my stuff on YouTube, if any of it, because I think it's what stuff goes away after a while on Twitch. But yeah, I play stuff like Biomutant and other tabletop RPGs, like ones I make myself, and other ones like Basin. If you've seen me on here before, I played it on this channel, and it was awesome. As for this game of Aliens, I play Seth, Old Man Bones, and he is the team medic, captain, and former sniper. He has a lot of titles going on. And also he caused a death, so I don't know if he will still be captain after this. Who knows? Maybe we'll find out.
What's your actual rank, though? Are you captain? I wanted to ask you that.
No, he's a chief.
Chief.
I'm a
warrant
chief.
officer.
Sorry. Yeah, that's what it was. Thank you.
If you were a captain, you'd outrank our company commander.
You don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Very good. All right. So what happened last week? Ooh, okay. You went into a war zone. You met some more of the Black Guard, who are the personal, I don't know, lapdogs for the general that you report to. You already had a bad reputation with them. You tried to get an idea of the situation. You were sent there to find two Giholgod Institute scientists who had gone missing. It was believed that they hadn't left planet yet. You were to go there, find them, bring them back, bring back their research. The Black Guard were also there to find them. So in this mess, you tried. There's thousands of people trying to get off planet. They get maybe 100 off every hour. You had a good 10 hours left before everybody was going to be evacuated. You were in a complete war zone. There were UPP everywhere. MiGs are making strafing runs constantly on your location. There's the risk of soldiers coming in at any moment because you're essentially on like a floating island above this jungle canopy. So there's really nothing stopping or protecting you where you can fortify your position. Like dropships could just like land, drop people off, and fly away. So first thing you did was you went to the air traffic control tower and you spoke to a woman there who asked you to get the phalanx cannon back online so it could shoot down some of those missiles that keep getting launched on their location. You also went and snooped around at the hotel and you found your two scientists with their necks snapped. And that's when you were jumped by some undercover Black Guard Marines. And they shot Quill Wiverby in the head and killed him instantly. And Clarence and Aradia Clarence, Aradia, and Hanzo finished off the rest of them. And I think that's where we left off. We're just kind of like Quill's body. So let's jump back in. We're in the hotel. You've got the dead bodies of the two Institute scientists. You found one of them had a gold ring on their finger from the Institute. One of them was missing a gold and it almost looked like an identical ring. There was like the indentation on their finger. You found Did you find the flute? You found a flute?
It's in Quill's.
Okay, you found the flute.
Yeah.
Clarence took a finger. Could we talk about that moment where we didn't try taking the ring off the finger, just pop right? Yeah.
So let's zoom in on the scene. You're all standing there, Quill's body, blood, and Clarence is in the process of slicing a finger off. Go.
Yeah, after I take a finger so I can have the ring, and I'd love to check these guys, see if they have any dog tags on them.
Yeah, they do not have any identification on them.
Well, then I'm taking 3 more left-hand pinky fingers because I'm going to want to know exactly who these guys' unit is and where they're from, and they're all going into a certain pocket. So to make it even better,
Yeah.
I now have 4 fingers on me.
And Hanzo at that point, while Clarence is taking fingers, would be collecting ammunition, pulling firing pins out of the pulse rifles, and collecting any grenades they've got left, so nobody can come back and use these weapons against us.
Gotcha.
I would like, while I'm collecting fingers, I'd like to say to Aradia, I said that right this time, right?
A radio.
Close enough. It's
Aradia.
good. It's okay.
Um,
Either works.
Thank you. You wasted that guy through the wall. That was incredible. I was in real trouble there if he got another round off.
I wasn't gonna let anybody take out any more of our unit. Like, just shed a tear for Quill.
Hanzo looks over at Quill's body and says, he was a lackluster Marine,
Oh no!
a terrible squad leader, but he was a Marine, and in the end, he fought for the squad. So we need to make sure we recover his body so it can be returned with honors, even though he wanted to murder me.
For just
I think
1
that's
second,
the right thing.
I thought it was going to be, but now he's dead.
That's what Hanzo would be thinking, but he's trying to say the right things.
Yes.
Oh, Seth pats him on the shoulder and says, "Yeah, that about covered it. Thank you. You did good."
That about covers. He's a shit person, but he is a Marine. That's about right.
Steph, there's nothing you can do for a caved-in skull, right?
And then we look around and we're like, well, let's keep going.
let's strip his gear, take his weapons, pull his dog tags, and wrap him in a sheet so we can take him down to the vehicle.
Agreed.
Wrap him in a sheet.
Yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do with your own dead,
We're
right?
not going to weekend at Bernie's him. Like, we got to make sure that he's
He
properly
also has
taken
no
care
face, so
Yeah, I'm going to go over to the drapes on the ugly room and just rip him off and start wrapping up Quill and throw him over my shoulder to carry him out of there.
Here.
Sure. Yep. All right.
Oh,
Did you take any damage in the last encounter, Clarence?
I took 4 damage,
And that was all in one attack, right?
all in one attack. Yes,
I don't think I told you to take a stress. You have to take a stress whenever you take damage. So give yourself a
I
stress.
did take a stress on it.
Okay, perfect.
I've got quite a few stress right now, 4 or 5.
Okay, so you wrap up
Ooh.
Quill and you take him down to your APC, which is parked out front. Again, war zone. Guns are firing, ships are flying over from both sides. There's not very many people wandering around. I'm gonna bring up the maps so you can see where we're at. Morgan's Bluff. Not many
Hey,
people wandering around here. other than
5 to 10
Marines.
minutes to get out of the building and get in the APC.
Sure.
Maybe enough time to also banter.
Oh, are you asking
I'm-
if you can use?
I'm taking 1 hit point back.
Right.
I still
5,
have
10
my
minutes.
Narapa leave. I can stab some people and
So-
give them some less stress.
It'll take 5-10 minutes. So Aradia can banter, and everyone will lose an additional stress because it is the 5 to 10 minutes. So if you want to use your banter, you can
Yeah,
relieve
I
some
will.
stress. How are you
That was
how are
an
you gonna
encounter.
leave this situation? You just the Marines just died. How are you gonna lighten that mood, Aradia?
Oh, I'm going to it's going to be less of like a lightening of the mood and more of like a pep talk of like the last thing Quill would want us to do is to also lose our faces here. So the thing we should do is we've lost the people that we were supposed to save because they're dead in that room. So what we need to do is finish out the mission. And that's a thing that Quill would have wanted us to do if he was actually still the one commanding our unit.
Right. Okay. Very good. Yeah. Everybody reduce your stress by 2.
And then an extra 1 for 5 to 10 minutes, you said?
Yes.
I need all of the stress I can get rid of as quick as I can.
Would I no longer be Panic 9?
Yeah. Your panic's gone. Your panic's over. So remember,
Lovely.
where you are, you're at the hotel, which is adjacent to the air traffic control tower. You also have a terminal next to you, and that's being used as a makeshift hospital. You saw that as you pulled up, and that's all you've really looked at or explored so far. Your plan was to head north to the cargo center to get the phalanx cannon, and then head back to the air traffic control tower. Is that what you still want to do at this point?
Chief, I think we should get the cannon up and running before
I
we go
agree.
look for this. Before we go look for whoever stole this research.
I think we need that up and running as well. Let us do that first, for sure.
Clearly, we need to be concerned about the Blackguard at this point. What are your
Well-
orders with regards to engagement with the Blackguard?
Do we know if they were targeting anybody else within our unit that we should be keeping extra protection on?
They immediately attacked us, all of us.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, let's keep away from them for now. We don't need to get into any more conflicts and lose any more few fine men and ladies.
Clear, Chief.
And he just like sits in the shotgun of the vehicle. Just,
With your head
It's
in your
like-
hands?
no, he's like, go.
You point at Quill to drive, and there's no one in the seat.
Yeah, exactly.
Punch it, Quill.
And-
Oh.
He just gets sad a little bit, but luckily he has the stoic thing, so he keeps a strong upper lip, as they say, a stiff upper lip.
Stiff
With
upper lip.
upper lip.
There we go. Yeah, who would be driving then if not Quill?
Hanzo will drive. I think my agility is highest, even though my drive skill is crap.
Cool.
Okay, so you head north. You pass the security checkpoint once again. That's where there's a number of local planet-side security officers staying around there, and there is a Blackguard soldier with them. If you remember, he was coordinating them.
Does that soldier seem to pay us any particular attention?
Go ahead and make me an observation roll, please.
Okay, I'll do one. Ooh,
So you're
nice.
kind of like pressed up against the window as you go by. Well, you're driving, Hans, and you kind of look at the corner of your eye, and he watches your APC, but doesn't like go out of his way to like knowingly watch you. You don't see him like pull up his comms and talk in or anything. He just kind of like squints and glares as you drive by.
Did the Blackguard Marines? I'm assuming they've got tactical communication systems in their helmets, just like we do.
They do, yes.
Chief, we need to be prepared that they may be aware that we took out whatever unit was in that hotel, and that they may be planning another ambush for us.
Seth says, "I agree. That's why I have these prepped." And he opens up his his medic bag and hands a couple. He hands out an empty syringe to everybody.
Jesus.
What?
It's like, in case we need to make sure everything goes quiet.
These are the worst suicide pills I've ever got.
He's like, no, not for each other, for taking out the enemies. He's like, Clarence, that is not. We won't. No, we will fight till the very end. That's what we do.
As
Use
you're-
this to kill somebody, not yourself.
As you're handing out empty syringes, all of a sudden, the comms start to crackle on your APC, and it's Chief Warrant Officer Bones. Come in.
Chief Officer Bones here.
Chief. All right, Bones. Listen, I'm coming in with a Cheyenne dropship here. We've got a higher ranking officer that's coming down, and they're looking to meet up with you and your squad. Whereabouts can I come down to drop them off?
Chief, I'm headed to the cargo center. That's probably the best place for the dropship to land.
The cargo center will be the best place. We'll have them meet us there.
Roger. And it just
All right.
cuts, and you're heading north to the cargo center down the road. I've got that shared now so everybody can see what you're all looking at in this little area here, the spaceport. So you're heading down, and as you're heading towards it, you can see a Cheyenne dropship coming in, and it's like avoiding fire from from UPP forces, and it touches down like right in front of the cargo center. You see people like rushing out and running to the Cheyenne dropship, civilians, and you see security guards like running in front of them and trying to block them off and not let them get on there. And you see a soldier disembark, and then the thing closes and the dropship flies off and takes off without taking any civilians with it. And people are screaming and shouting and weeping, and they're jumping at the sky and they're cursing you, Marines. Evan, this is going to be your character. What do you look like?
Sure. You see, with like from the bottom up, he's wearing like his hazmat suit, but he only has his pants up so far, and the rest is tied around his waist. But you see, he's wearing like the normal Marine gear that you guys wear. He has kind of salt and pepper. He's a little bit older, maybe like in his lower 40s or so, a little bit 45, somewhere around there. But he has aviators, looks like a real cool, badass dude. He's got rifle strapped across. He has also a, what is the other thing called? That harpoon gun.
You have
One of those.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And
All
then
right.
I took that as one of mine. And then he has a, on his side, you can see has like a motion tracker that I'm sure us Marines are somewhat familiar with. And then, yeah.
So none of you have seen this Marine before. He is not familiar to any of you. So Hansa, you bring the APC around and you park at the front of the cargo center, and there's still civilians like spilling out. They're now starting to like run over to your APC and like hop on, and they're like pushing and rocking it. And Evan's new character is just kind of standing there. What do you all want to do?
So they're on our vehicle right now?
Oh yeah, there's like a full-on
Oh.
like, just panicked riot now taking place because a ship came down, didn't take any civilians with it.
Seth pulls out their sidearm and fires it into the air and says, "Get off our vehicle."
You're still inside the APC.
But they're on it, right?
Yeah, but
Chief,
you're firing.
don't shoot inside the APC,
You're
Chief.
you're shooting your pistol inside the APC, so you're gonna.
They're on. Are they not on the roof?
Yes. But
It's
you don't wanna-
enclosed.
Yeah, it's okay. Do you remember
Oh,
the vehicle
okay,
from
I
Aliens,
see.
the second movie,
Yeah.
where they come in and drive in that thing? That's what you're in right now. Is one of those.
Okay,
And
we're not in like a Jeep. Okay.
No, no,
I
no,
got
no.
you.
We're not in it.
We're-
an armored personnel carrier.
Roll a dice to see
Cool.
who catches the bullet.
I'll
I love.
You
Wait a
shot
second.
Quill!
Wait a
You
second.
shot Quill!
I'll
I
show-
love this
I'll-
moment where it was a warning shot, but then Tyler also was like, "But there are people in the way of my warning shot, right?" Like that was like a confirmation moment. I love this. I love this. I love Seth so much. I love it.
Oh my.
So perfect.
Uh,
We
is
have
there a
enough
window we can
syringes for
open?
everybody.
Oh,
Chief,
Papa
Chief,
Seth.
there are no windows in the APC that open.
He's
I re-
like, is there
I
an
recommend-
intercom? Can I talk
there is
to
an
them
inter-
outside?
Yes, there would be
Okay,
an intercom.
He grabs that and like he says, "Get off of the vehicle," and then he will he'll clock the gun. I'm saying that
Oh
wrong.
my God.
To make the noise, and he's like, "Get away!" And then I'll roll command. See if
Can you roll command, please?
I'll push it. I will. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna. Hope...
Like how you cock
yes!
the gun in.
Yeah.
All right, so you get on the. Can you please back off? And with that, people start screaming because they think you're going to open fire on them. They start screaming and
Yeah.
shouting, and they start pouring back into the cargo center and dispersing. Wow.
Good. And he says, "There."
Chief,
And is there a hatch he can pop out of
There's
to welcome his new soldier? Or
the
Marine?
back like lowers, and you can.
Ah.
Have you ever watched
Well-
Aliens, Tyler?
I have. I have played a multitude of their video games. Though sadly, my favorite one is the Alien versus Predator one, like not the OG one, but like the second one.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. So you open up
You're
the
welcome.
back, and
Yeah.
there are still a few civilians like straggling about, and they throw expletives at you, and one of them like takes a rock and throws it at your APC. And
Oh, I shoot in their general direction.
are you? What? You're like
If they
Honda.
if they threw at us, would we
no,
not?
it's the APC, not you.
Even Hanzo at that point goes, Chief, remember our primary mission is
Yes, we have to keep them
actually
alive.
save the civilians.
You're right. And he just looks over to the new Marine and says, "Get over here. Get in here."
You notice that he outranks you when you start calling him over.
And I say, "All right, you're in command now."
I'm assuming I like saw all of this, right? I was,
Oh,
like,
you
10 feet
witnessed
away.
all of it, and you're just like, I'm assuming, like,
So
shaking your
old.
head.
He
So I
will,
mean, like-
yeah. I'm assuming he'll like walk up, get kind of not Hanzo uncomfortably close, but he'll walk up close. He'll lower his aviators, and as he walks up, you can read on his jacket it says LT. I guess it wouldn't say your first name, right? It just says the initial.
Just the
Yeah.
last name usually. Just your
Okay,
last
so it'd say LT Riverby.
It's high
And
ranking. Riverby.
You see him look down. He's probably about 6'1", 6'2", and he looks down and he says, "Marine, that was extremely embarrassing to witness. I'm very disappointed, and I'll make sure people hear about it. The people that need to hear about it."
He's
Now
like,
look, I'm here. No, I
Uh-huh.
don't need. No. Yeah, you wait for me. Yeah, okay. So, I'm here for a reason, very specific. As you can see, one dropship dropped me off. That was all, just me.
Mhm.
I got word that my son was gonna be here, and I was here to meet him. He sent me a letter. I'm here, and I'm just curious. I don't know who any of you are. If you've seen a Quill Riverby.
Sir, I am Lance Corporal Hiro Hanzo. Your son is dead. He was shot in the head about 12 minutes ago. His body is in the back of the APC.
This
Kind
is
of cracks
correct.
his neck a little bit. Okay, not what I expected to hear, but I'm not surprised. I've seen this leadership, and I can see there seems to be some issues here. I'm not going to take offense to this right now. I'm a Marine. We're all Marines. We're going to be grown-ups about this, and we're going to do our damn job and get back home.
Sir, I don't know if you watched the TAC comms on the way down, but it appears that Black Guard in disguise were responsible for the ambush at the hotel that killed your son.
You know, I've heard they're up to some fishy things, so I'm not super surprised.
Also, sir, just for complete clarity, I have also shot your son, but he was disobeying a direct order.
All right, I'm going to be the better man here, and I'm just going to ignore that for right now. I'm going to table it, okay? I'm going to table it. Let's, what was your mission here, Marines?
Clear the civilians, find 2 scientists who we have found who are deceased, and then recover their research if we can. At this point, we have no leads as to where their research is. We are currently in the process of going to retrieve the phalanx cannon so we can get it into operations outside of the air traffic control tower to reduce UPP missile incursion.
Okay. Thank you, dictionary. He will then kind of flick Bones, and I'd be like, well, you did a great job clearing out civilians, but let's try and do it the proper way. And he'll just kind of sit back in, one of the back seats and says, "Take me to the phalanx."
Oh, so Bones will still take the shotgun seat then in that case. With, of course, they have Quill's shotgun, and he would hand it over and say, "This was your son's."
I don't want this.
Oh, okay.
This is your burden to
Okay.
bear, Marine. And he'll hand it back.
I thought you would want it because okay, nope. He just takes the shotgun, says, "Great." He just has it.
No burden, free shotgun.
Yep. He's like, "I'll forget about that. It happened in about an hour."
Hanzo drives on into the cargo center to hook up the phalanx cannon.
Sure. So you drive in, and there are hundreds of civilians here. Hundreds. You're easily upwards of 500, just like packed in here, waiting for their chance to get off planet, like when another ship comes down and then carted over to the spaceports. You also see that there's a large tractor here and a number of transport vehicles that you can only assume are being used to transport the civilians over to the spaceports when the ships arrive. to take them off planet. And it is pretty unorganized in here. People are doing whatever they want. You can hear screaming, shouting. You can hear crying. You do notice, though, there are more of the local security in here, and there's one blackguard with them as well, just kind of standing around and scanning and looking at the room. Out of this main room, there is the actual cargo and storage areas where you're assuming your phalanx cannon would be that you're looking for, that you want to load onto your APC. Not in the area where all these civilians are in the main foyer sort of space.
So I go ahead and drive the APC back to the area of the cargo bay where we're likely to be able to hook the phalanx cannon up to it.
Sure. As you're driving out, everybody go ahead and make me an observation roll, please. You're kind of scanning the room and you're getting ready to drive out. Whoa, Clarence. Holy moly. All right, everybody who passed. Aradia, Seth, I don't know how. Clarence with 3 successes, and Lieutenant Ron Riverby. Well, okay, so Riverby, this doesn't stand out to you. This doesn't mean anything to you, but the rest of you who succeeded, and specifically Clarence, you notice there's a man standing near the door. He's really calm. He doesn't seem to be agitated like everybody else. He's got trim, short, brown hair. He's average height, average build. He seems quite calm. He's just kind of looking around. He's got a little smile on his face, and you notice down on his finger a Jehogod Institute gold ring, similar to the one that you found on one of the 2 bodies at the hotel.
Potential third scientist to replace the 2 that we lost. We should potentially take this man with us. I'd like to ask him some questions.
Everybody got a success, saw it, except for Quill. It means nothing to you because you weren't in the room. But
What do you mean, Marine? What are you talking about? Why do you care about this guy?
The 2 scientists that we were sent here to bring back were both wearing a specific ring. They were dead. One of the rings had been taken. This is the other one, and I'll hand him the ring and finger that I took off of the guy.
All right, I am super confused, but I will
That
slide off the
third-
ring and hand back the finger.
That third person that we are currently driving past right there, you can see wearing the exact same ring, and likely will have information regarding our primary objective on this mission.
And this person clearly does not look like your primary objective.
No.
No, the 2 pictures that you were shown of the scientists, they were dead. They're next for snap in that hotel room. He is not one of the 2 of them.
But one of the rings was missing, correct? Perhaps that is the missing ring. I don't know how I missed that individual.
Could be the missing ring, could be a third scientist. Either way, we should probably ask that person some questions.
We should, but we need to get the cannon, and we also need to deal with these people, and there's a Blackguard member here, so
Why don't
be
we
on
load
alert.
him? Why don't we load him into the back of this APV and take him with us?
Just back up.
What are your orders, Lieutenant?
So this guy is near the back?
He's
Or-
in the crowd of people. He's in line and queue. Everybody's like I said, everybody's kind of disorderly. They're annoyed. They're tired, and he's just kind of standing. He's all calm and collected, with a little smile on his face, and he's standing with there's probably easily 800 civilians in here, and you spot this on him. You're like, whoa, where did he get that?
Okay, let's back the APC near where the cannon's supposed to be. Kind of scans the rest of the group. Radia, is that your name? Private First Class? What is?
Yes. Aradia.
Yeah, you have the big guns,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah, let's go together. Let's go talk to this guy, see if we can get him to come back with us.
Sounds good.
Permission to sneak up behind him in case he starts to run.
We're just gonna sneak up behind him and cut his fingers off.
I need more.
Whoa.
To be honest, Marine, I feel like you need to be with this old man. He is just giving me the creeps, and he might just fall over any second. So I would really appreciate you to go sneak on him, but I really, he literally tried to shoot civilians, and I'm a little concerned on his
Holds
mental
up.
well-being. So I just want you to kind of just watch him, make sure he's okay. And if you guys can get the cannon inside the APC, you're more than welcome to sneak around.
Understood, Lieutenant. We will proceed to the phalanx cannon.
Seth is holding out an empty syringe for the new leader to take. It says, "This is for you. We all have one."
I really wish you died instead of my son. And he'll walk out.
He's like, I am very old. I'm sure it will happen soon or later. Yep. He's just like, counts his collection of drugs.
I wish you had died instead of my son.
He just tried to hand me an empty syringe.
I know.
Commanding officer.
All right, so yeah, you walk out. ABC.
Yeah,
so
he doesn't
who's
explain
going?
it.
Who's all going in?
Me and Aradia are gonna go at least try to lure this
Yeah.
guy out. Maybe talk to the security people, that kind of thing. Maybe calm down the crowd. Try and do some of that, and then.
Sure. So go ahead. Yeah, you enter, and again, it's hot. Everybody in here is cranky. You know they've been here for hours. They all think they're gonna die. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people locked in here. The guards really have no control. The security guards of this whole situation.
Yeah, I will kind of try and get everyone's attention as best I can. I'll just say, look, we are here to get everyone off today. That is our main goal, our main objective. We have to accomplish a few things before we are able to do that. So I want everyone to remain patient as much as they can, and we will try to get everyone in the dropships as quickly as possible. Before that happens, we need to stay calm and orderly. These local guards are here to protect you, nothing else. And then I will kind of point at the guy with the ring, and I'll say, sir, can you come over here, please?
He turns and he points at something. Me?
Yep. Yeah, you, please.
And he stands there and he looks you up and down. He goes, sure thing, Marine. And he just kind of strolls on over.
I'll get Aradia to kind of maybe escort him towards the EPC for right now.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to make a command roll to get the people less chaotic and just see if I can calm them down.
Yeah, go ahead. Yep, go ahead and make your command roll.
We can have a little bit of order here.
So everybody in the surrounding area
Great
where
job,
the two of you are, you seem to calm their nerves. Like I said, there's 800 people packed into this one area, so it has a limited effect. But everybody's in the vicinity of you and Aradia seem to have calmed down. They start talking like, "Oh, we're gonna be next. This means it's our turn. We're gonna be on the next one." And you start hearing them hushed rumors being spread amongst all of them.
Yeah, and just try to revitalize the guards to stay alert and stuff. Just a black guard person, is he acting differently?
He's there and he's looking at you. He's just squinting his eyes and staring at you, and he's trying to understand what's going on. And you notice him start to kind of wander over in your direction.
I'll kind of lower the aviators and give him a nice cold stare, put him back on.
Can the rest of us see that? Can we say something to him through our comms?
To who? To Ron
To our
Riverby?
new Lieutenant
Yeah.
Riverby. The Blackguard are likely the ones who killed your son.
I will take that into consideration.
Just through your comms.
Yeah.
So he wanders over and he approaches you, Aradia and Ron Riverby, and he goes, "What's going on here? What do you want with this civilian? This is my watch. I'm assigned to this building."
Oh, we just want to have a conversation, just real quick. Just trying to cross our I's and dot our T's. Wait, you know what I mean?
He goes, "Sure. Let me just scan him first.
What do you mean scan him?
Identify him."
I don't think that's necessary. If he's your watch, you probably would have done that before, don't you think?
No, we process the civilians as they leave, and if you're taking him, you may not come back with him.
Well, I didn't
So,
say I was taking him, did I? I said I'm going to talk to him. He's going to be right back here. You can watch us talk to him.
He goes on his radio. He goes, "Yeah, saw? Yeah, they got the civilian and they're not cooperating. Okay, yeah, I'll go with them." All right, I'll accompany you. Let's go talk to him.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
basically bring them back. So if they're trying to do this whole APC thing and it's like reverse back, towards
Sure.
where this entrance is,
Yeah.
I want to kind of bring everyone back to the back corner. So like the APC is kind of blocking the view of most people, like for this whole conversation / ordeal.
Oh, like of the civilians? You don't want the civilians to see?
Yeah, because I also and if like something goes down, whatever, I'm trying to like I said, keep it discreet.
Okay. So
I'm
yeah,
making
this.
small talk with the guy wearing the ring.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I'm making small talk
He's-
to try and keep him calm-ish.
He seems calm. He's just
Yeah.
like has a little grin on his face. He seems quite calm, and he's looking at you and he goes, "You're not like the other Marines. Those ones that wear black. They've been quite rough with everybody, and they seem to be looking for someone."
Yeah, I'd ask him like, I would probably comment and say like, that ring is very unique, and I've been looking for something like that for myself. Where did you get something like that? Is it on world or off world?
He looks a little upset when you mention the ring. He looks down at it and he
Oh, it must
he
have
does like an
sentimental
uncomfortable
value.
smile, and he kind of covers it up with his hand. He goes, "It was a gift from a friend."
I'm sorry. I feel like I've upset you. Okay.
He leans in closer and he goes, "Whatever you do, you must not let them scan me."
That sounds one. I am going to go there immediately whenever I get off planet to get a ring just like that. Sounds good.
He smiles and nods, and he just kind of keeps in
Mhm.
step with you. He keeps walking.
Okay. I don't know how to relay this message to anybody without me being heard, so I'm just going to keep this information for now.
My raven has come.
I'm sure that I mean, me and your character are supposed to be buddies. I imagine we would probably have some
Some like
quote, thieves-
secret
thieves-
code. Yeah,
Thieves'
secret
cans.
code. I'll be like, I'll pull
Oh, no.
out the empty syringe and I'll mimic stabbing it into the blackguard. No, I won't do that.
Yes.
That's our code.
Oh, I
It's your
love it.
move. It's your move. I would since I do believe that I would be walking in front, and so maybe Seth could see me.
Mhm.
And I would do like if there's any sort of black on my outfit, which I assume there would be, I would like kind of like do eyes and then touch the black and then like point behind me to be like a eyes on the blackguard.
Oh, so who are you doing this to?
To Seth, he's in front of me,
Seth,
right?
you're gonna make a roll to try and interpret this.
Okay, perfect.
What?
sounds good.
Do I get a bonus because we're buddies?
No.
What? What's the
Make me
point
an
of buddies then?
Make me an observation roll, please.
I actually do wonder how does the whole buddy rival system work? Is it just in the sense of
It's for flavor.
It's
just
XP.
flavor?
Yeah.
Cool.
XP.
Yeah.
I am gonna
Just
push
flavor.
this, of course. Look at all these possible
Oh my God.
successes. Let's see.
Do it.
Oh wow.
Yes!
So
Oh my
like with
God.
3 successes, you're
Ooh.
like, oh snap. Okay. You like you get your bandolier of empty syringes and put it around your chest. No, but you know exactly what she's saying. You pick up on it, you read it
Mhm.
clearly. The intention that
Okay.
she's trying to convey.
And we're walking, and that's what I'm doing as we walk.
Out
Can I
of-
use?
Oh,
Let's
good.
see. I have 2 extra successes, right? So
Mhm,
can I do the? Are there any more of them close by for the blackguards?
Oh, good. Yeah, good call. You scan
and
the area.
Also,
He is by himself.
yeah.
There are no other here. You already knew they
Yeah.
were spread thin when you got here. There's only so many of them, and they're kind of all over the place. And you've also already killed 3
Mhm.
in the hotel not too long ago.
Okay. And then there's the last success I'll use for observation.
Mhm.
How do I get in, past, or away? In this case, it's more like how do I get behind this guy?
Behind the.
So how to get past? So
So
one of us
I'll let
can
you
stealth?
I'll let you carry it over. If you want to
Mhm.
stealth, I'll give you a bonus die
Yeah,
to use that
okay.
observation to kind of like go
Yeah.
around him, like around the other side of the APC and get behind him
Mhm.
if that's what you're wanting to do.
Yeah. Would I be able to give that like order to Clarence,
Yes.
and they would
Yes.
get.
I'll say you get go on the radio and you
because
issue
Clarence
that.
is the one who's.
He's right beside
me.
you. Then yeah,
They're
you just
with
turn to
me.
him and tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I basically, I as Hanzo's with us too, I believe, correct?
Correct.
So I pull both of you in. I'm like, I know that I'm not in charge anymore, but they need our help out there. We gotta keep an eye on the Blackguard that's out there. There's only one. So Hanzo, I want you to get your rifle ready in some way that you can perhaps take them out in case something goes wrong, and we need to. And
Chief, I'm
Claire,
always ready.
I know you are. That's why I trust you to be our sniper. Take my spot. And then he would go to Clarence and say, I know exactly how you can get behind this guy and end him. So just listen to this. And he would. Is there any specific spot that or route through the crowd that Seth would have been able to point out that would work really well for Clarence to slip
Yeah,
through?
we'll just kind of like hand wave
Perfect.
it. You just talk him through it, and
Yeah.
you see that the course that they're taking, the direction they're going, and Clarence can kind of sneak behind and get a way to get a drop on them. Yep.
Perfect. And how many extra dice would that give him?
I'm gonna give
them
him one.
Two? One? Perfect. I'm happy with that. And I'm like, all right.
All right, so
Yeah.
Clarence is already leaving the APC and sneaking and creeping behind the others, the Blackguard, this man that you've picked up, and Aradia and Roy.
And Hanzo will leave the APC too, and just to get a little bit of distance, looking as if he's looking for where the phalanx cannon is, but he's actually keeping his eyes on the Blackguard and trying to sort of
Gotcha.
flank out a little bit so he can get a good line of shot on if he has to.
Okay, perfect. And you want to take this guy to the other side of the APC, right?
Like where the
River B,
back
so that
is.
so that like
yeah.
so that the civilians can't see if something goes
Yes.
down. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha. Yeah.
I
Clarence, do you want to say
with-
you're on top looking down? Maybe you climbed up to the front and they don't know
Sure.
you're up there? Does that work for you?
Yes, and with my second success as an egomaniac, I'm going to say I impress. I impress Seth
My
with
hero.
my sneaky sneakiness.
Yes.
I have a question. Is the
Yeah.
scanning just like for identification purposes? Like you
Yes.
scan your fingerprint and it just like says who this person is?
It'll tell you who they are. Yes.
Or if they're
Exactly
synthetic.
who they are. Yeah, or if they're synthetic. Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I just wasn't 100% sure.
So you guys
If
come
only
around.
we had an abundance of fingers.
So you come around the back, we're gonna say, you bring him over, and the Blackguard kind of stands at the corner where he can kind of still see the door, and he's looking at the 3 or 4 of you who are there now. And he goes, all right, like I said, I need to scan him.
Yeah.
Step aside.
Let me talk to him. What do you mean step aside? This is let me talk to him first, and then you can do what you need to do. You're clearly in no rush because there's no dropships here, so
He,
relax.
he lets out a sigh, and he looks around. He goes, you got 2 minutes, and then he's mine again.
All right. He sets his watch for 4 to start.
So and the civilian, he's just standing there and he's just observing all of this. He's just got, like I said, a little smirk on his face. He seems pleased. He's standing closer to Aradia. He feels maybe he can trust her.
Yeah, I'll just kind of hand over, I'll bring over some like data pad or something that shows like, I'm assuming we have some sort of evidence about these rings with these professors.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's from an
he-
institute. You have
Yeah.
to belong to the institute to have one.
So before he shows it, he'll just kind of get in kind of close. He'll say, "So, can you explain to me this heirloom? Right? That's what you said. Is someone give a gift? This is the ring is a gift."
He looks over your shoulder at the Blackguard. He goes, yes, a gift from a very dear friend. And he looks a little upset again when he says that. Covers
And
it
how-
up with an uneasy smile.
Was this recently? When did you get this gift?
It was very recent.
And it wasn't something you stole, right? You were gifted it.
That is correct, Marine. That is correct.
Does he seem like he's lying about any?
You can make me an observation roll. He seems very genuine, but you can tell that he's reserved. Like he keeps looking over your shoulder at the Blackguard. Like he wants
he's
to
worried
tell you
about him?
more, but
Okay, I
he
gotcha.
can't.
Here, let's go talk in the APC real fast. Get somewhere private.
He says, yes, that would be very good, very good. Just you, myself, and her. He points
Yeah.
to radio.
And I'm assuming Seth is kind of in this area, right?
Yeah, Seth, you've kind of wandered out and you're watching this.
I'll kind of look at Seth and give him like the nod to like kind of distract the blackguard, just chit chat with him.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, Steph will like
Sure.
old man walk, like really play off the old manness of it a little bit and bump into him and be like,
Watch it,
Oh.
old man. What are you still doing to
like-
the core?
it's like, cause clearly I do good work. I may have lost this eye, but I tell you, this other eye, it's 10 times better. I can shoot things 100 kilometers away.
He just laughs. He laughs in your face.
He's like, do you want me to show you? Pass me a gun. Like he's like, I got my own gun. He pulls out. He's like, what do they want? He's like, pick anything, and I'll shoot it. He
This
says.
version of Seth is amazing.
He I know what happened to Seth. He points at a civilian inside the cargo section.
No,
and
he
laughs.
Says, he
He
says,
laughs.
the guy actually points at a civilian target
Yeah.
to shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. He's like, I can't shoot a civilian. Though I can't pick another target. You want us
Yeah,
both to get hanged?
Hanzo comes across the comms. He's like, Chief, I don't think you should fire a weapon inside the cargo bay. You'll start a general panic. Just
You just hear-
FYI.
And he's like, yeah, we'll cause a panic. So you need to come with me, and we'll go shoot some targets. We'll see who's the best.
He's like, I'm
okay?
not going anywhere. You've shown interest in my.
He pulls out his medal, and he's like, look here, I was a sniper. Like, I have skills. You need to see them. Come with me.
This is the
And he,
best
like,
distraction.
And he like grabs him by like,
Really
like,
long.
the vest and like tries to pull him out like
Oh
old like
my
like
God.
you know.
I have skills. Someone quote unquote that's Steph's.
just audio. Someone clip me and send me this
All right.
audio file, and
Let's-
I'll just put it on my stream all the time.
As you're walking into the APC, he bumps you, Riverbean. He goes 60 seconds, and you look down. He's got his own watch that he's set.
And he's like, yeah, 60 seconds. Yeah, I'll beat you in that time. No worries. Let's go. And he-
All right. So Radia and Riverby, you go into the APC. I'm gonna say you close the door.
Yeah.
And he turns around. He looks very appreciative. He goes, "Thank you for rescuing me. I was quite worried that man was going to find out exactly who I am.
And who are you? We don't have a lot of time here.
My name is Maitland. I belong to the doctors. I was their android, and those black-suited commandos killed them.
Yeah, I heard. And my son.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Well, let's get you out of here.
Yes, you must get me off the planet. I have committed all of their work to my memory." And he points at his head.
Perfect.
"We must get me off planet. You must take me to the Crestus garrison system. There, I can show you what they're after."
That is off planet, right? That's another.
That is a whole nother place.
Gotcha. So what is Seth and this commando guy doing? This blackguard guy?
I don't know. They're shooting tin cans on a fence. I don't know what they're doing.
Okay.
I mean, clearly we have to do a shoot off. Clearly.
Okay, we'll cut back to your shoot off in a moment here. Oh boy.
Oh.
I can shoot things at least 10 feet away. So spread the chat with my good eye. Yeah, he goes,
Yeah.
"Yes, you must get me off planet. The doctors, were working on information tied to these beings known as the engineers and their hieroglyphs. And I will give you the information that Deep Void wants for themselves if you get me off planet.
Yeah, we can do that.
But you must not deliver me to your superiors or those commandos. For I fear they will just cut off my head, and you will never see me again to take the data.
I agree. It seems like the higher ups are kind of fucked up right now. So we will do our best to keep this information between us. Hanzo, where is this this weapon?
Sir, the phalanx cannon is over here. We can hook it up and to the APC and have it in position within 10 minutes.
Is it like really big?
It's
or
big.
is it
You're gonna have to, like,
It's a trailer, basically.
Yeah,
It's a
you're gonna have
trailer.
to tow it back.
Okay, I'm trying to think of a way we can hide the android.
Well, he's thinking of a plan to hide the
cannon.
android. Do you want to roll a shoot off?
Oh yeah,
Okay,
100%.
So what are you guys shooting at? Well, we'll play this out for you. What are you shooting at?
So we like went out. We're outside of the warehouse, where we're not gonna scare people.
Yeah, you're looking at the map there. So there's a
Mhm.
blast wall to the west, so you can shoot up through
I see that.
like over the blast wall. It's like a concrete divide, right? It's a concrete wall,
Are there-
and it's only like 3 or
yeah.
4 feet high. Like this wasn't built to keep people and insurgents and soldiers out. It was to keep like
Mhm.
local wildlife out. But again, you're on a floating island, so this isn't
Yeah.
really fortified that well. So you could shoot at things in the jungle around you.
Is there any graffiti on the walls, on the blast walls?
Sure.
Or no?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll shoot at the graffiti. Try to like get like the eye.
Seth
There's
has
like a dot
managed.
of the eye.
Seth has managed so deftly to get this blackguard into an area where you can't hear gunfire well. Like, I just want to make that clear. Seth
Or a
has done an amazing
syringe.
job.
All right.
Oh.
Silent.
So
Oh,
set up your target. You tell him to shoot the
Yes.
dot on the eye.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
Steph is gonna shoot first and be like,
Yeah.
"Here, I'll
Take your-
show you."
Take your shot.
3 successes. What's good?
You see visibly he's kind of impressed,
Yeah.
and he shoots and he gets 2. So he still hits it. But
Yeah.
go ahead. But you got one more success. So you
I
do
did.
it-
So what I want Seth to do is, so Seth will see that this guy didn't do as good, and so Seth is gonna say, "Here, try again. I'll give you one more. I'll give you another shot to try to best me. Really focus though. That's what you have to do." And he tries to pretend to be like a teaching mentor thing, but he's still gonna like syringe him in the neck while he's shooting.
You're gonna syringe him in the neck while he's shooting.
Yeah.
I was trying to get you, Bill, to eventually maybe kill this
He
guy.
goes.
but-
He goes. Listen, old man.
Mm-hmm.
I shot your target. I'm done. His watch is like beep 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 beep. Time's up. I'm going to get my
What-
civilian. And he
does he, like,
turns.
When it beeps, does he like go and like look at it and like
Yeah, he
does
looks
the whole,
down.
like click, 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 and he like
Yeah.
clicks it to stop it from beating? When he
Yes.
does that, that's when I syringe him in the neck.
Oh my god. You
Is
just-
there?
Oh.
He like literally well like when like he went to go look at his watch, like
Go ahead and roll
He, like,
me a close
he
combat.
pops off. Oh, I have the surgical kit already put into the,
Oh
to
no.
the sheet
You're
as a weapon.
You're jumping this guy. This is a close combat.
Oh yeah, no, I know. The
Oh, okay,
surgical
okay.
kit is its own weapon. and
Oh,
I got
gotcha.
it.
All right.
I did get
So-
stressed though.
Yeah, roll your panic. You're gonna hit him. You hit him. You hold together.
Oh,
So he looks down at his watch and he turns it off. He looks up and he sees you just lunging at him with a syringe. Clarence, you see this too. You're on top of the APC watching. I don't know how you process this.
I'm assuming I'm waiting to stab this guy, so
yeah, you're waiting.
Oh my
So if
God.
I
I'm
mess
as
up,
close by as possible, ready to stab
Mhm.
this guy.
Well, he took him outside of the cargo center to shoot, so he's actually nowhere near either one of us right now, right?
oh yeah, I guess we're
Right.
between the cargo and the
All right.
blast wall.
Because we're in
But-
close combat, he gets to
Mhm.
try and block. He can like hold up his
Yes.
arm to try and stop you, so he gets to make a close combat roll.
Uh huh.
He got one
Ooh.
success.
Holy
Only
shit.
one.
Only
I still
one.
do 2 damage to him though.
2 damage. Let's roll his armor. One point of damage.
Dude, you are fucking
So he looks at you and he's just like,
Yeah.
"You're dead, old man."
It's like,
and-
bring it on.
He drops his rifle and he pulls out his knife. And he's
Oh
gonna-
yes, bring it.
And he's gonna fight you. I guess
Uh-huh.
we should go into initiative. Well, it's just the two of you. It's just gonna go back and forth. I don't know if anybody else is gonna jump in. So he's gonna get a turn now, though. So he's in
Can I-
close combat.
I mean, do we hear it over comms, like this exchange?
I mean, we would have to actively be pressing our comms to have that work, right? Or
Yeah, I'm
no?
just
No,
asking,
no,
yeah.
no.
So-
The throat mics are actuated by the vibration in your voice box.
So he
Okay,
lunges at you
cool.
with his knife.
Can I
So it is a fast action to block. It's a close combat roll, and it's your fast action.
can I use my is there dodge as well? Or
That is
no?
dodge, essentially.
Oh, okay, so you can't use mobility. It's only close
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah.
Okay. Understood. I will use that. Oh,
Oh.
failed and got a stress. Ouch.
Oh, I didn't even take into account the dice for my knife.
All right, and I'm freeze. Oh, that's,
God.
Free.
and I have armor at least.
Roll your armor. Roll your armor.
No whammies.
Hey Seth, you have an automatic 6 was given to you in the chat, I think. So
So
Oh, was
you've
I?
yes.
Oh, do you? Oh,
Oh, I do. Syringe him now. You're correct.
I was gonna kill Seth.
Ooh.
All right, so you can use that 6 to block another point of damage if you want.
They take
I will
none.
do that.
All right,
take
so
no
it just
damage.
it just glances off your armor.
Thank you, Beowulf.
Go ahead, and we'll just keep going back and forth unless anybody else gets into this.
I'm
but nobody...
frozen.
If
Oh, you're frozen.
Yeah, I assume that Clarence would be
All right.
near, because he's nearby, waiting to pounce.
well, I mean, Clarence is on the APC, and you're outside the cargo
You-
center, so
Well,
he's
yeah.
probably long range from you at this point.
Well, before I went out, I gave Clarence the order to go and sneak up behind the guy. So he left before I did. Actually, if I remember correctly. But
No, he was on top.
dang.
No, he was on top of the APC.
No?
No, you
Oh,
didn't give him the
okay.
order to follow you out there for your shooting match.
Yeah. I see. Cool. Well, no worries. Well, that is
so
a
you
death right
so
there.
you still have a fast action. You lose your slow action, so you can
Oh.
use your fast action to try and avoid this death.
Does,
Mhm.
once Hanzo hears this, can he get into a position where he
Sure.
can shoot outside the cargo bay? Outside, I'm assuming it would be long range or
It'll be long range.
I'll
Okay.
push that.
long range
Oh.
is -2.
Ooh, 2 successes.
So
that's
that's
still
2 points of
that's-
damage. You're still
Uh,
eating.
Oh. And my armor, right?
Roll your armor. Roll your armor.
Oh,
You still have 4 damage. So how
nice.
much did I do? 2.
that saved
3,
all
4,
of it, I think.
5. I did 5 points of
Oh,
damage. So you
you're
take
right.
1 point of damage.
One.
It goes through. So
So-
he finds. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm saying we're hearing the struggle, right?
You hear the
like
struggle.
it's
So he
on-
finds an opening and he takes his dagger or his knife and he just like you're pushing back and he's pushing in and just kind of goes into your gut as the two of you are fighting.
I
Hanzo,
will, yeah, I
Hanzo-
will. Go ahead.
oh no, you go ahead. Sorry.
No, I said I will order Hanzo. I will say, Hanzo, eliminate this.
Understood, Lieutenant. Are you
And I
actually
will
gonna make
use the command roll to try and give him some extra bonuses.
Oh.
Sweet.
All right. So we're just doing this free form out of initiative.
Yeah.
We'll just kind of keep going in the order we're going.
All
right.
push. Okay, so you
Wow.
get three bonus dice.
All right.
Holy Shit.
So I go prone, aim. So that's +4 -2 +2 +5 dice,
Wow.
and I will fire. And I'll push. I'll push it.
Yeah.
Look at all those dice.
Oh no!
Oh, man.
But
So you
that's
have
still
4 total.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, 4 total success. You hold it together. So how
Good.
much damage is that? 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 damage.
All right. This
I'll
is
do it all.
This is all up to his armor. Shot in the back. Stops
Ooh.
1, so eats 4 points of damage.
Excellent. And he should already have 1 for me too.
He does.
so-
I'm keeping track of it here.
Is
He's
he
still
dead?
up. All of a sudden, and blood starts trickling down. He like reaches
Whoa.
back to his back and he brings his hand back over and there's blood all over it. And he looks at you and he's just like, "I'm gonna kill you." But it's your turn. It's your turn.
Ooh.
Wait, is he still frozen or not?
It was, but wasn't it only his next action?
It's
What
just
is
one
it?
turn, right?
It's one turn.
One turn.
Okay.
So he's
So now
back.
good to go.
He's back. Yep.
Okay. Can I pull out my shotgun as
So
It's
shotgun will be your fast action.
and then slow action to fire it?
Yes.
And it's like, this is for Quill. Ooh, 2 successes.
You wanna push it?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yes.
Nice.
So how many
That's
successes?
1, 2,
5?
three.
god. 6.
5 in total? 5
Okay.
in total, which means which is 3 damage normal. So,
7.
oh boy, yep, that's why I like shotguns.
But shotguns do half damage against armor, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Just taking a look
Still
here.
7 though. So yeah, and so I guess that means if the armor roll succeeds, then it would each success would reduce 2 points of damage. Would that be the way that would work?
Yeah, we'll do it that way.
Cool. I'm good with that.
1.
No, so that's
So you
still
shoot him
5 points
point
of
blank,
damage.
and he drops to the ground. But he might not
Oh.
be dead. Let's roll his injury.
Oh yes, please.
46.
46.
So you
Ooh, that's-
shoot him point
that's
blank with a shotgun,
Yeah.
and
definitely
ruptured
fatal.
intestines.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you shoot him right in the gut. He reaches down. He's trying to hold his intestines in as they're spilling out. And he's on the ground, withering in pain, moaning.
Hanzo takes a headshot.
Do you want to make a coup de grace, please?
Yeah. I'm merciless. I don't even have to. I
Oh,
don't even
you
have
took
to
the
show
talent?
Empathy. Yeah, of course I did.
All right, take the shot. Wow.
Yeah, I hit him. So 2 points of damage. Or coup de grace, I mean. So
Coup de
he's-
grace. Yeah, you're just going to kill him. So
Yeah.
you see him,
Yeah.
you watch him drop to the ground. He's holding his guts. You line it up, fire. Head just explodes.
Lieutenant, the target has been eliminated, but I believe we are compromised.
Yeah, let's get the weapon on the APC and get out of here.
Hanzo just immediately stands up, goes back, and starts to hook up the phalanx cannon to the
Sure.
APC.
Sure.
As if nothing happened.
As if nothing happened. I can't believe Seth survived.
Seth will take this blackguard's knife for himself. Is there anything else that are their armor better than ours? I assume not.
No, they're wearing the same standard
Okay.
issue armor as yours. It's just painted
black.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Grab the finger.
Clarence is in your ear.
Oh,
Take the finger. Take the finger.
we need a finger. Or his dog tags.
He'll if there's dog tags, he'll rip off the dog tags. And the helmet is what has their cam in it and everything like that. I assume, right?
Yeah.
So he would take the helmet and see if he could take out the data stick in it or however that works in this.
It's a live feed.
Yeah. So
Oh.
it's going somewhere else. So
So
the last thing they saw was you.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a live feed.
He would then just stomp on it until it breaks.
This
Essentially,
is old man jumping on.
Get your fucking ass in the APC, Seth.
he's like, aye, and he comes
I'm
with
not
a
a
new
fucking
knife.
pirate, Seth. Get in here.
He's like, he's like, yep. He comes in and he sits down. Can he patch up
That's
his
yes,
own
sir,
wounds?
Seth. I'm still waiting for the right fucking response.
Yes, sir.
Hanzo loves his new lieutenant.
I was gonna say, all right. So you've hitched up this phalanx cannon,
Mhm.
and you're
Hanzo's driving. We're heading to where I think we knew where to go, right? Somewhere.
Yeah, air
there's a-
traffic control tower.
We're going straight there as fast as we can. Everybody on board, obviously.
Yes. You're driving back. Sorry.
Is there any way during this time I could communicate to, I guess, their superior officers, since I probably wouldn't know, about what they've told me about the Blackguard, at least to try and
To
Have
whose
some
superior
commu-
officers? I'm sorry, the Blackguard or
to theirs.
like
these
back up
others.
to
Lieutenant
the
Quesada?
Yeah.
Lieutenant Quesada back up there. Who's the same rank as you?
Right.
There is a staff sergeant. What was his name? Zimborski. Yes, Zimborski. Staff Sergeant Zimborski, Lieutenant Maria Casados, and there's also Roy, your company android.
I'll try and see if I can get a
You want a radio back
line
up?
to the lieutenant. Yeah.
Sure. So you get on the radio and you try radioing up to the Tambatan, and you're having troubles connecting, and all of a sudden this female voice comes over and goes, "You're not getting off this planet alive. We just saw what you did, what your Marines did. I almost said it. What your Marines just did."
You know, it sounds like this live is two ways. Sounds like your soldiers also killed Marines. One of ours.
We both did it. Eye for an eye. Don't worry.
Yeah. So either we're even or this continues.
You sure laugh. This isn't over. This is far from over.
All right. See you soon, sweet cheeks.
What? Cuts the comms.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so you're driving back to the air traffic control.
And a microaggression.
Yeah. I tilted her hard.
All right,
You know,
so
she smashed her headset.
You get back to the air traffic control center, and you start offloading this phalanx cannon. You guys can work together to do it. We're gonna need some rolls here to get this thing all set up, though.
Oh, help.
So
I'm assuming you.
Can we leave Hanzo on top of the
I was gonna say-
ATV to
on perimeter?
maybe keep
yeah.
people
Sure.
from murdering us?
sure,
I'll go on. I'll take a Overwatch on top of the APC.
sounds good.
As the group gorilla, though, I'll do the heavy lifting.
Sure.
Yeah, you
so
and Aradia can.
yeah, you and Aradia, if you want to make a stamina roll, whoever's got the highest, go ahead and just give yourself a bonus die, based off of that. The other person helping.
I have a 7.
Oh,
That's-
she did good too.
Okay,
Did
so
I have more than
I
you?
mean-
I'm sorry. I rolled.
no,
because
that's
I was
fine.
like-
Aradia's just like doesn't even wait, cuts the chit chat, gets over there, starts offloading this thing. You kind of go over
I am an
Clarence
8.
with her
Sorry.
already in the process of offloading
off.
this thing, and the two of you get it off and in place. The next thing you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to roll a heavy machinery to get this thing operational.
I have a 7 in that.
Hooked up to the
I
power
provide you 1 extra bonus because I have a point in that.
because you've read a book on it.
I read 1 book on heavy machinery.
Whew.
Ooh,
And he
nice.
needed that extra book.
Good enough.
All right, so you fiddle around with it. You scratch your head a little bit, Clarence, but you eventually get it. And all of a sudden, like these lights that run up the cannon, just kind of these blue lights, just like in order turn on, and you hear the cannon power up, and it's sitting there, and it's kind of like letting off a hum now. And it's like pivoting and like actively searching for targets. I pointed up at the sky because this isn't like anti-missile gun. It's not like an anti-air. It won't necessarily shoot down jets, especially if they're screaming over, but it'll try to take out air-to-land missiles and things like that.
Okay.
So this will help.
Q Times just rated us with 104 people, by the way. I
Holy
just thought it would-
moly! Welcome Q Times. Thank you for joining us. We're doing some Alien, which is coming very soon to your channel with a familiar game mother in the seat. So this may be a little taste of what
Matt, who is it?
Bill?
Yeah.
Might be a little taste of what's to come on Q Times with Alien. So thank you so much for the raid, everybody. All right, so we have the phalanx cannon hooked up. So all of a sudden,
yeah.
an infiltrator shoots by. A couple of missiles let loose, and this cannon just tracks them. When there's explosions up in the air before they can even come down on the tarmac.
I will go to the air traffic controller and see
Sure.
if she can get some sort of communication to let dropship start to land. Like, we need to get this moving.
Sure, you get up there, and she's all frantic again. And she turns around and is like, "Who the hell are you? You're multiplying now? Where did you come from?"
Okay, that was really unnecessary. My son just died. I
Mitosis.
feel like we need to go off a different.
Oh, I'm so
you know-
sorry. Was he
Yeah.
waiting to get on a dropship?
No, he was with those clowns back there that I can't imagine the old man probably told him to do something stupid
Oh,
and he did.
So he's with you
and that was
guys.
it.
You
Yeah,
clowns.
okay, all right, lady, can you just do your damn job and send some communication and get some ships down here? We did our job.
You know, I'm doing my damn job, and I'm getting these civilians off planet. All right.
Yeah, okay,
Now I
let's
appreciate
work
you
together
getting
then.
that cannon back up. Did you investigate those shady characters that were wandering around over by the Flash freezing complex yet that I told you about? That I reported hours ago. No, I don't think so, because I'm still seeing them poke around there.
we're a little bit busy, okay? Seems like there's a little bit of team on team action, a little friendly fire recently, so we're trying to figure shit out.
You're shooting at each other now? What the hell is going on? Why did they send you down here? Should have got the Canadians to come down here and protect
Lady,
us.
if you say one more
She
word,
hasn't.
can you just send the communications to get ships coming? We will deal with what you're talking about when we can.
She's surprised that we're shooting at each other. She has not heard of us. She's not heard of our
She
group
she
yet.
just looks at you, and yeah, she picks up like the mic, and she radios in, and she's just glaring at you the whole time. She's radioing in for a next transport to come down on planet and take some more civilians away.
See, not that difficult. All right, great. Good talk.
She just
Can't
she
wait
gives, she gives you the finger. And she goes back to frantically just communicating, going between all the consoles and switches, and trying to like, it's organized chaos. She's doing her best to remember. You weren't there, but she told the others like all
Yeah,
she cares about is getting people off here. She wants people to get out of here alive.
So during that time, have we gotten any visitors?
New
Blackguard?
visitors? No. So Hanzo, you have not seen anybody. You're like scanning 360 this whole area, and you do not nothing. No signs of anything. No civilians. No friendlies. Nothing. No UPP.
He doesn't see those two people by that thing or whatever, that tower.
Oh,
whatever those.
so there's fuel tanks between you and the tower. If you look at the map there.
Yeah.
So the flash freezing is over on the north. You've got massive, giant fuel tanks, which someone in
Okay.
chat pointed out have nipples on them between you and the air traffic control tower.
Gotcha.
Somebody's lonely.
Lieutenant, Lieutenant, it's all clear here. Whatever they're planning for us, it doesn't look like they're going to be attempting to take the APC, at least not head on.
Yeah, we need to get a position for when these dropships come down. Might be some heavy fire. So I'm imagining the dropships are coming like where we told them to, the cargo center where all the people are.
No,
or
the
something
drop
on
ships are
there.
going to the spaceports. So the spaceports are
Okay.
off to the west. There's 2 landing pads.
Gotcha.
To the east, I'm sorry. To the east. So they're coming down, but they're still coming down like 1 an hour. And each of them are offloading 100 people at a time. That's why you've got like a 10-hour shift. Like your other priority is to make sure these civilians get off planet before the UPP essentially just take it over. This was like the only landing pad on the whole planet, the only spaceport, and they've rounded up all the civilians and brought them here to this one. So you are still stuck here for another 5 hours while you evacuate these people and keep them safe. You
Yeah,
also
so
have
let's-
this
yeah.
android that you picked up who's just asking you, like, do not turn me in. I will tell you
yeah.
secrets.
Yes. Okay. So let's try and make like a caravan that comes from like of us soldiers and the guards, like that can try and slowly get people to these dropships. And then I will turn to Clarence and say, hey, I understand you use a sword, no judgment, but if you want to go check out where those 2 people were that lady was talking about, maybe that would be a good place for your sword. You know, it could be.
You sending me alone, sir?
Well, I believe you're the sneakiest one here. She has giant robot arms.
What?
He's a sniper, and that guy's old as shit. So
SOP historically has been to have Hanzo cover me, sir.
Lieutenant, I am very sneaky.
Look, we can't use all our bodies for this. We have no idea if these people are still here. Either Hanzo can scout it out with the sniper rifle, or you go in, Clarence. I don't care. You guys figure it out. I'm gonna start getting people off.
I'm on my way,
this.
sir.
So you're only sending one in. Oh, wow. You're splitting the party again.
Steph will move to and be like,
You don't have to
I can
engage. I'm
go.
just trying to get you to get like an idea of what's happening over there, like what it is.
I will keep Clarence company.
Chief,
I'll
we were
watch their back.
Chief, we were given a direct order by the lieutenant to assist in the evacuation of the civilians.
I'm going to sneak off by myself, and I'm going to leave
Okay.
before Seth is available to help, because
You don't want this psychopath around.
that is the mission.
So yeah, we'll
Hey Seth,
start.
can you grab me my
evacuating.
syringe? It's in the APV.
APC.
And I'm gone.
So,
APD.
well, you can drop him off on the way there if you just want to go north. Drop him off at the Mariculture
Right here.
loading
Yeah.
convoys and
That's
the flash
true.
freezing
Yeah,
complex,
that's
and you can start
fine,
carting
yeah.
people over to the spaceplex. So, what this facility is for is, if you notice to the north, it's attached to a pond. So basically, the number one export on this planet is fish. And this is where they bring the fish in, they flash freeze them, and they cart them off planet. This is how this planet makes its money. So you're going into a big, massive facility where they process these fish, freeze them, and ship them off planet. Solo. So
Just doing recon. You got this. You know what to do.
as you pull up, there are tractors, massive tractors loaded with fresh fish, like everywhere. They're sitting out there, and it's starting to stink. Nobody's been processing these things, so it stinks. You get there, you kind of hold your nose. There's one parked underneath a vacuum tube, and its contents has been emptied, but otherwise there's just like a line of like 7 tractors full of dead, stinky fish waiting there to be processed and taken off planet, frozen. From the outside, it looks like there's one way in, and that's over at the Flash Freezing Complex. That's the most westerly building, the one with the 2 squares on top. And yeah, or you can try climbing up a vacuum, or get sucked up a vacuum tube if you want, also, to find out where that takes the dead fish.
I feel like this is a job for my pups.
Okay. Yeah, open a door and throw a pup in, or do you want to throw it up the vacuum tube? What do you want to do?
I mean, whichever's closer. I'm not going in by myself, so let's go map the whole thing and find out where everyone is and what's going on in there.
Sure. So you open the front door just a little bit, toss a pup in there. It floats up like 3 feet off the ground, and all of a sudden these red beams shoot out everywhere in every direction, and it just flies and just starts scanning the whole building.
Am I able to share my scan with the group as
Sure,
through the comms?
multiple PDATs could log into it. So it's mapping the area. As you're going through, you can see like the machines, they're like still processing, but they're processing nothing. Like they were just left on when everything broke out. And as you scan through, you notice over in the mariculture loading conveyor, 2 life forms in that building. Again, the way it works is like if you in the movie Prometheus, where you actually Prometheus, they use them in the ship.
Prometheus.
You just see like blips. It doesn't show you like a shape or anything like that. You just know there's life forms at a certain location in there, and you pick up 2 specifically.
Yeah, I'm 2 life forms in whichever area. Orders, sir.
As this is happening, like, do we have enough of the like local guard to like get these civilians slowly moving, or is it only strictly us transporting through the APC?
So the local guard aren't loading them up in the transports and the tractors until the transport actually gets there, because these are spaceports. They're not like, they're better off, these people hunkered down in the cargo center, and that's why they're kind of containing them all there rather than these big open spaceports as the ships come down.
Okay, so they don't really need us.
Yeah, they're massive targets, those spaceports, right? Like as the UPP ships are flying over, they're targeting those specifically.
Okay, we'll be right there, Clarence, and I'll gather everybody from their positions, and we'll go to him, and I'll bring out my life detector thingy. What was it called?
Motion detector.
Motion detector, yeah. As we kind of get closer to wherever Clarence kind of guides us.
I'll recall the pups back once I have the thing mapped.
Sure.
And
yeah, they come back to you.
Into my backpack they go.
And Hanzo moves slightly offline from the group so we can get a different field of fire from the squad as we approach, and says, Clarence, did you see any indication of booby traps or any type of explosives that might be deployed in the building?
Pups pick up general topography. Unfortunately, none of that.
Understood.
Okay.
Question for
Eat my
Matt.
way in.
Yes.
So I was just looking at the book about X drugs, and I have X drugs, and apparently you can use them. It says that it increases the literal stat of like either strength or agility, I think is
Okay.
what I was reading. And I was wondering if either Hanzo would like it so that we could increase your ranged combat abilities, or if Seth would take it to become an actual sniper, essentially.
What are the downsides of the X drugs?
It says that these are the most extreme drugs out there that most ethical corporations work to keep off their colonies. These X drugs increase strength, endurance, and their senses. Prolonged use can result in severe side effects such as hallucinations, seizures, psychosis, and stroke.
Marine, is this idea out loud?
No, it is not.
Okay.
He's
It's
like
up
looking,
to you.
He's looking through the syringes. He's like, "Oh, where's the one that helps with my eyesight again?"
To be fair,
And,
yeah, I was gonna say, to be fair, most of these side effects are what he can expect whenever he's like taking his normal medication for just being old. So I mean, it's not a huge risk.
Yeah,
He
for him
misses
it's
his
fine.
Metamucil. He's pretty much there.
Yeah, it's been a long day.
So Seth is gonna inject himself with it, so he can give himself better, shooting ability.
Can I see what it is he injects himself with?
Make an observation roll. You're kind of like glancing over to him like time to time, like this old
are
man
you
got
a
my
medic?
son killed. Well, he's a high-ranking officer though. He sees it and he sees what like you're going through your little bag. So you're like,
You're
"Oh,
not
this one.
injured.
Not this
so-
one.
Oh, he is injured. He is
injured.
Like 1 point
He
of damage.
That's
Yeah,
half
Out
his
of
hit
two,
points.
yes, just like your son.
And you see him pull out. You see him pull out a syringe. You got 2 successes, and you know what you see.
Yep.
Like that's not nap relief. That's
Nope.
something else.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Marine?
He's like, I need to make it so my eye works good. You want
you
me
don't
to
need
have
to do anything. This is a liability on a mission.
It is not. And he injects himself with it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Why has
Alright.
Seth has all of a sudden turned into Quill, just like ignoring orders and just doing crazy things? I don't know what's going on here.
Lieutenant, what are your orders?
We will deal this when we return home.
He's
Understood.
like, exactly.
Do you inject it
Yes.
into your missing eye, into your dead eye?
Oh no, he just
Oh,
into
that's
his
too
arm.
far.
That's where we draw the line.
Yeah.
That's where we draw the line.
No, thank you.
That's where we
No
draw
need-
the line.
Oh,
No
we
needles
found
in
it.
eyes. That's
We found the
an
line.
X card right
Okay.
there. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay.
Sorry.
Not that bad. Not that bad.
Oh,
But
All right, sorry.
Seth will never do that. That's
Seth
for
is
sure.
pretty extreme, so I thought maybe.
Yeah. He just in the arm, and then you see that his good shaky eye is no longer shaky, and he switches from his shotgun to a rifle so he can be properly long ranged in case
I imagine
they
you look like,
require it.
you look like
Hope you-
Popeye. That's what you look like. Here we
Hope
go.
you enjoy your last mission, old man.
He's like, I hope every mission will be my last mission. I am way too old for this.
Okay.
The logic is striking. Yeah.
So Clarence, I'm gonna say Clarence and Hans are both kind of like standing there, like, what is taking everybody so long? Rainy, you're probably there also. You're like, I don't have time for this nuts.
I'm not waiting. I'm just going into the building to start scouting forward.
All right, so I'm gonna say Aradia, Hanzo, and Clarence, you're in. You've already. So the machines are going off in here, and the sound is like insanely crazy loud. Like it's masking all of your movement. Like you could kick something over and you wouldn't hear it. So everybody's gonna get a +3 to their mobility rolls in here.
Ooh.
It's that
Ooh.
loud. The machines are still they're processing air. There are no fish on the lines, but everything is still going. That's how loud it is.
Nice.
Do we
Do
need
we
to
get
roll?
to do that roll
If you
now?
want to, I don't like. Do you want to sneaky? I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
Aradia.
I'm gonna sneaky sneak.
Aradia, Hanzo, and Clarence are in there. While the two of you are
Okay.
wrestling over drugs and X drugs. So Hanzo, do you want to push it?
Yeah, I'll push it.
And Aradia, do you want to push it? Aradia is silent. Clarence is silent.
Can I, with my extra success, can I give it to Hanzo for his push?
Sure. Take an extra die, Hanzo.
Okay.
I like it.
You got like 4 successes, didn't you, Clarence, or something silly?
Whoa.
Hanzo got 5, but also is getting a little bit of panic. All right, so go ahead and roll me your stress, please. Okay, you're holding together. You
Oh,
get
good.
close. You get extra machine,
Excellent.
and your jacket kind of gets maybe caught on it, and
Lucky
you just
time.
spin around. And you think there's someone's like grabbed you, but you keep together. You cool down. So all three of you, I'm gonna say there's like 3 catwalks, and you each take one, and you're going up at the same time to the target area.
Revolver, where did you see them in the building? Or where did the pups identify their location?
Just going to indicate based on the readout that we probably still have in our computers.
Oh. Oops.
Oops. All right.
I
We
accidentally
do
clicked up
musical
the-
chairs. So you point out on the PDATs. It's all marked on your PDATs where the targets are. So you know exactly, and they don't seem to be moving. The 2 life forms are just staying where they are, and they're further in the west in the loading conveyor belts.
But they would
area.
have to be alive to be scanned.
They're
right?
alive. They're alive, but they're not moving. Looks like they're stationary.
Oh God.
Have we caught up with them?
Sure, I'm gonna say you caught up with them. Are you the 2 of you rolling for stealth also?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yes,
Mobility?
please.
And a +3, you said?
+3 to your roll.
Plus
That's
3.
I've never seen a +3 in any of these, but it's like rules is written.
Nice. Question.
Yes.
The bonus that my drugs are giving me, is it going to be to agility or straight to just like shooting related things?
What
I just wonder.
What
It's
it's
not agility,
Or-
didn't it? It was the stat.
For the record,
Yeah.
everybody can
Okay, that
currently
works good
give
for me.
their extra successes to Seth for this roll,
Oh.
giving him like a +7 or 8.
What? Huh?
Sure, you can have
Yeah.
mine.
There you go.
Whoa.
So
Seth
+4.
isn't that bad. You. Oh my God.
Yes.
So-
it is.
You're the last one to roll.
It's your
and
last
you've got
mission,
something
so,
similar-
you know,
similar,
being
so-
nice.
They're gonna
Oh,
push you in
boy.
the machines after this.
Okay. So what's my total? I have a +3, and I have I have
One
a
from
total of
me.
+7.
You could have 4 from me.
Jesus.
So +8.
+5 or something.
Just roll it.
And then the 2 from the drugs. So that's 9. All right. Seth is fine. There we go.
All right. So all you're
3
moving up
successes.
silently. It's all marked in your PDATs. You know exactly where it is. They're not moving. So, Aradia and Clarence, you're up front. I'm gonna say because Hanzo, you're typically hanging back, right? You're not gonna be right up there with them. So all 3 of
Right.
you are tracking. Aradia, Clarence, you're side by side, moving on parallel catwalks towards where these targets are. So what do the 2 of you want to do?
Are we able to
Uh,
see anything as we approach?
You can see 2, they look to be people huddled near a desk, like hunched over a desk with their backs turned to you. A man and a woman. A man and a woman.
Are they in the exact same place from when my pups came through earlier?
Yes.
So they haven't moved in 10 minutes.
Looks like they're hunched over or something. They're looking at something on this desk.
Can I?
Can I-
s-
Go ahead.
you
Go ahead.
Don't know. By all means.
Can I are we seeing like normal human movement from them? Like, are they like, do they look like they're breathing normally, or do they look completely still?
Good call. Good call. Yeah, they're breathing. It
Okay.
looks like they might be arguing. They're kind of shouting,
Oh.
but you can't hear them. You can't make out what they're saying. It
Motors.
looks like they're talking to each other and they're shouting to one another, and they're pointing at stuff on the desk.
Can I get as close as conceivably possible with my sword out?
Yeah. Yeah, you've got all those successes. Yeah. You know, like I'm not gonna make you roll again. So you're sneaking up on them. I can say you can get like right up behind them. They're at a desk. It looks like might be where one of the operators would sit. There's a control panel there, and they've got a backpack sitting on this desk, and there's like belongings and things spread across the desk from what you can see. And you're
What?
essentially on them. I'm gonna say Aradia, same thing. You've got all the success. Like the 2 of you are like there, and they have no clue that the 2 of you are standing behind them.
So once we're right up behind them, sword out as close as possible to the back, and I'm assuming Aradia with her gun right
Yeah.
up behind them. So what are we looking at?
They piss themselves. No, they jump. They spin around. Holy shit! And they throw their hands up. The hell? What do you? Hey, listen. Man, we're gonna give it all back.
Identify yourselves.
We just.
Who are
found-
you?
We found the stuff. The man goes. My name's Salve, and that's Anita. Listen, we found this stuff. We were gonna return it.
What did you find?
You see, laid out behind them, you see like a ton of Weyland-Yutani dollars, bucks, like tens of thousands. You see transport tickets to get off planet, and you see a backpack is sitting upright, and there's something still in the backpack, and a pistol. There's also a pistol laying on the desk.
Aradia, keep your rifle on them. I'm going to make
Mhm.
sure they're unarmed.
Got it.
Yeah, you just kind of pat them down. They're not armed. And the man goes, listen, like all we had was that's it right there, the gun. He kind of points at it nervously.
Where did you find this?
The cargo center.
Do I think he's telling me the truth?
You can make an observation.
I'll do that. Yep, I think he's telling me the truth.
You're like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Observation. You can make observation as well if you want. There, Clarence. You're like, I guess these guys.
Yeah,
know
no,
the truth.
makes
They're
sense
like,
to
You're
me.
so truthful.
the cargo center, and like, can we go? Can we take our stuff and go? Like, listen, we're just kind of poking around. We know we've got
We
hours.
cannot
before...
take the stuff.
What?
Their stuff. Their stuff. They
Our
wanna take-
stuff. We're just gonna take our stuff and go. Okay? We didn't mean any harm.
What's in the backpack?
A family
Yeah.
heirloom.
You two are related?
This is my wife, and she goes, "That's my husband."
Oh my god, they've got this so well worked out. I believe everything they say.
So-
I'd like to look at your family heirloom, and I sort of move forward to look inside the backpack.
Sure, you move towards the backpack, and they both step back, like, oh shit, and they got their hands up. You pull down the backpack
I'm
on
gonna
this
die.
object, and in the backpack is like a 24-inch tall metal urn covered in hieroglyphs.
Okay. Does it resemble the one that we saw in the cave system with the black goo in it?
Exactly the same as what you saw in the
Perfect.
cave system that you kicked over.
You guys, we didn't kick it over.
No, you didn't
Someone
kick
else
over.
Someone
You-
else kicked it over. They were being
Close up
surly.
the backpack.
I close up the backpack.
Back
don't think
away
this is
from
an
that.
heirloom.
Back away. Yeah, I've heard about these things. Get away
We-
from the backpack.
If
Everybody.
we feel confident, we should secure this and maybe give this to our superiors. But Lieutenant, I defer to you.
You go over your comms because you all have a live feed. In your ears, you hear Maitland, who you left inside the ABC, and he goes, that was my master's. We should
Sticks.
retrieve that. Please secure that. Do what you will with those two thieves, but bring that back to the APC.
Lieutenant, have these two seen too much? Should we exterminate?
Would I have not any prior knowledge about this?
None. This is
Yeah.
Black Project, Black Ops. Like, you have no clue. You've never seen or heard of this stuff before. This squad was, I don't know, exposed to it last mission, and but technically they shouldn't even know what this stuff is. They were told to forget about it.
Yeah. I will try and ask the android. What was it they're researching? I feel like if they died for this, this is not a good idea to bring home.
This is part of what Deep Void wants.
So, what are the chances when we bring it back that we're actually going to be able to keep it? Close to none.
Like I said, if you bring that back to your superiors, then you'll also bring me back to your superiors.
Yeah, I'm going to bring you. You have the information. I'm not going to bring back a ancient urn.
We need this. We cannot let this fall into the hands of Deep Void.
Blow it all up. The people too.
Can we hear this?
Yeah, you
This
can hear the two of them
conversation?
talking. He says, we need to, this specifically, along with the information in my head, we need to get to the Crestus garrison systems. There is sophisticated hyperdyne equipment there that will help us get to the bottom.
Last mission, sir, we were told that this particular object did not exist and that we were asked to completely forget about it. I suspect that the two civilians here should be dealt with expeditiously.
Yes, let's remove it all.
I've got Anita.
You're saying that in front of them. They're like, what? Wait, what? And they got their hands up like, what? What are you
Hanzo fires.
Oh my god.
War
And
crime.
you don't need to make a coup de grace because
I'm okay with that because I have nothing that allows me to like avoid empathy, so I might actually lose my ability to kill them. So go for it.
none of you hear the shot because it's so loud in here.
Oof.
Wow. Okay, roll your stress. You hit one.
Hey, all good.
Together.
I'm keeping it together, so that's 5 points of damage to the civilian.
Well, that's enough to kill them.
yeah.
What's a 36?
Ooh, 36.
That's
Well, I mean, isn't it just coup de grace? Aren't we just killing them?
Oh yeah, it's
or-
coup de grace. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not. There's no injury here.
Radia, you're welcome to
so-
roll this, or I can.
You line up the
You
shot on
have the empathy, right?
Solve and just bang, headshot. His neck snaps back, body drops to the
Lieutenant,
ground.
first
Anita
target
looks
down.
over and she starts weeping. She goes, "No, don't. You don't have to do this."
Yeah,
And I
I'm
say,
gonna-
shh.
What did you?
Use the syringe.
What
Yeah.
happened to Kilo Squad?
Oh wait, I need to roll empathy, not close combat.
Yeah, roll
Well,
empathy
this would
first.
make 0 sense to keep civilians.
What happened to
Knowing
Kilo
this.
Squad?
My lieutenant gave me a direct order to take out a target. I took out the
Yep.
target.
All right, you failed your empathy roll.
Hooray.
Take a stress, and you just, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You just cut him in two. I don't know.
Just slash throat and move on.
Wow.
Clean,
Okay.
clean my knife.
So the people who are
Cold-blooded.
watching here to do
Messy.
a coup de grace in this game, people who are new to this, you have to fail an empathy roll to do a coup de grace. So that's why they rolled empathy. Hanzo has a special talent where he doesn't have to. He can just kill without without remorse. And
Oh.
so that's going on here. So failed empathy roll, takes a stress, done. 2 civilians, they've got their belongings. So you look at their belongings also, those 2 tickets that were on the table were those of the 2 scientists with their necks snapped.
Yeah, fuck these people. We're going to burn everything here.
You could burn,
Ooh.
or you could throw in the flash freeze. There's a flash freezing machine.
Why would I
here.
make fish? I would never do that.
Okay, so you're just gonna light this building on
Fish
fire.
limbs?
Well, just
Yeah,
this
no
like
fish
just this
sticks.
area. I don't want it to be like a factory lit like on fire. I just want to destroy everything here. No evidence.
Is
We're
our
not,
lieutenant
we're not
about
taking. We're
fall-
not taking the urn.
Is our lieutenant about to disobey orders again?
There's no orders. He's gotten
We-
0
yeah.
orders about it.
And we've had,
true.
Okay.
we've
It's
had
just
no
the
orders
android,
on
okay.
this mission either.
It's the
Our-
android. Okay.
Are you
And
not
the
taking?
android is telling me to bring it,
Yeah.
and I am not going to bring it because we're not going to be able to take it with us.
How are you gonna get the android back with you? Let alone an
I don't
urn?
know if we can, then we'll do our best. But there's no way we're going to get the urn and the android successfully to whatever it is we're going to.
Wow,
Sir, I'm a sneaky sneaker.
that's the technical
I'm
term.
gonna back away from this situation.
Hanzo
Okay.
pulls his incinerator off his back and he goes, Lieutenant, what's your orders?
Let's just burn it. We'll deal with the android later.
All right, everybody steps back. Yeah, just lights it up. Mm.
Well, while that's going on, can Seth like go keep an eye out to see if there's like anyone around? I guess.
Yeah. Go ahead and make me an observation roll. That's fine. I want to get the sound effect
successes.
of the incinerator.
Oh, that'd be so cool. Is it in there? Yes, it is.
I got it in there. I got you all covered. You're not using the roll. I just want to hear the sound effect.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay. Observation. Yeah, you're scanning the building. Nothing. No signs of movement. Nothing. You're watching the door. You're sneaking back. You're watching everything around you, taking it all in.
Okay.
Looks like the coast is clear.
Can I put up an overwatch with my rifle?
Yes.
Then I do that while waiting. Well, the fire is just behind me somewhere while they're burning everything up. Just
Okay. Man.
Yep.
Millie's game, they said they were all bloodthirsty and just shoot everything. I think our squad might be turning around and we might take the cake for that. This session's gone off the rails. So what's
Just-
everyone else want to do? We light it up?
Light it up. I mean, I'll make sure we have pictures and stuff of this that is like hidden in some sort of location that specifically for me and to speak with actual proper people about this. But
Hey, everything's being transmitted over your feed.
That's
yeah, no,
what
but
I
I'm
was gonna
going
ask.
somebody in
to,
like,
I want
something.
to have my own like personal like that I'm keeping for me. Like maybe in Quill's USB thumb drive that he died with.
This feed's going somewhere. Somebody is seeing this.
Yeah, I'm aware, but
Okay.
he just wants his own thing. So if something gets scrubbed, which he's imagining is going to happen,
Right.
he
Yeah.
has his own proof that something happened.
Okay.
And then I guess helping evacuate.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna
Alright.
say the rest of you just kind of backed away, and yeah, Hanzo just lit it on
Nice.
fire, let it burn, made sure it went out. You didn't want to spread because the orders were not to ensure this building does not, burst into flames.
And obviously make sure it is like whatever was inside is destroyed. Like,
Well, so the urn is metal, is the problem. So your incinerator is not gonna melt the urn.
We
Now,
should
do they-
open it up and burn what's inside
have
of it.
did they told me anything about this yet?
We need to drink all of this liquid to destroy it.
Lieutenant, on our last mission, we encountered something very similar to this, and then I recount for him what we saw of what it did.
So as a CBRN, well, what I imagine is my best disposal technique, since it is literally my job.
Well, you don't know what's in there.
But based off their description,
What do you want? Do you want to open it up and taste it?
they're telling me there's black goo. I don't need. Why would I ever do that? They're telling me what it is.
Best way to dispose of it? Maybe put it in the pond, the nearby pond.
Oh my god!
Throw it to the bottom of that pond. Maybe it's a
Oh
good
my
way to destroy it because
God.
it can't. Maybe it's airborne. It can't go airborne if it's down there. You can contain it and
We should hide it in the
Put it down
refugees'
there?
water supply.
bury it somewhere. Would be a good way to dispose of it.
Can we not
This
just
is-
open the lid and burn it from like just open the lid and back up and have him like right into it? Can we
Toss
not
a
do
grenade
that?
inside.
Yeah. Open
The actual spread on the particulates would be so large. It would be such a bad
all
idea.
over us.
Lieutenant, if you want this destroyed, the best way would be to sink it in promethium, then open the lid while it's submerged in an acidic liquid.
So you're saying we pretty much have to take it with us?
Clear.
I strap on the backpack. Wait, there is no backpack. I carry it because the backpack's all burned.
Do not let the lid open. Well, we can try and secure it with something. Like, I'm imagining we have some sort of stuff.
You
It's
do
like a
have duct tape.
Tupperware lid.
Yeah, Tupperware.
This pudding is delicious.
Burps whenever you open it.
Okay. So you've got the urn. You're coming back. You get back outside. The APC is still there, and Maitland is waiting outside for you. He goes, "Oh, I'm so glad you secured that. It's integral to the doctor's research. It cannot fall in Deep Void's hands."
Yeah, we're not like superheroes here, okay? I just want you to understand that. We will try to make sure that doesn't happen, but you're really talking to me like it is extremely possible, and it's not.
Yes, technically, Lieutenant, our orders are to return their research to Lieutenant Casada, and I believe all of their research is currently in Maitland's head. So
Yeah.
he is correct in the fact that we will more than likely be turning him over if we're following orders, sir.
As you
Tell
say
the
that, yeah, he
robot.
points his head. It's all up here, but you can't let them have it.
Oh, okay, whatever. We got civilians to get out of here. I'm a little bit over all of this right now.
What are your orders, Lieutenant?
I mean, I'm guessing we're just convoying civilians at this point, unless something pops up. I think we can put Hanzo like on a rooftop somewhere at least, and like just have like Overwatch over, kind of for Blackguard. But besides that, I feel like all of us can just be doing convoy work.
Sure.
Yes, sir. If the Black Guard managed to tap into our comm systems and our tactical cameras, I expect that they will be attempting to retrieve this material before we're allowed off planet.
Yes, we will fire on site.
Understood.
We still have about 5 hours left, right?
Yeah, we got a long time.
Yeah, we got a long time. Okay.
As
Can
you're
we banter or something?
as you're driving back,
Yeah,
you
banter.
you
For-
glance back towards the terminal area, like down in the south, and Clarence, Aradia, Seth, and Hanzo see a familiar sight.
It's Quill.
Oh.
It's Quill's zombie body.
He's alive! Oh no!
Zombies!
We left him. I left Evan just like I left him in
All the
Standing
time.
playing.
outside the terminal
Uh-oh.
is an APC parked, you see Saw out there,
I know what we see.
and
The
she is
fucking machine thing.
she is talking to one of those big berserk soldiers, those big robotic soldiers.
Lieutenant, I recommend that I man the plasma cannon in the APC at this point.
Is it still connected to our APC, or do we drop it off?
No. I mean the plasma
we have
pulse
one.
cannon. Yeah,
I'll
on the,
show-
on
Oh,
the
okay.
APC.
I'll show.
Lieutenant, permission to arm myself with my RPG.
Big,
Yes.
massive, robotic, hulking beast, painted all black, guns on either arm, giant claws, and like Saw standing there. She's talking up and pointing at this thing, and looks like she's giving it orders. You look over and you're like, shit.
Lieutenant, can I open fire on the berserk
Is it close
armor?
enough that we can?
No, so no,
Okay.
you're like you're up
But
you're up
the-
here, and they're down by like the terminal. You catch them by the terminal talking as you're driving by.
The phased plasma pulse cannon has extreme range.
Mother?
Mother?
Well, as you're discussing opening fire on the berserker, you see 3 UPP Crocodile dropships come up the horizon on the other side of the blast wall and start coming down, and UPP soldiers just start offloading and jumping out right in there for this week.
Oh wow.
We gotta wait
God
2 weeks
damn it.
before we play now. Again, we're no game
That'd
next
be a
week.
great battle.
The game next week.
Such a fight.
I've been waiting to fire this RPG for so long since
I
I
know.
literally put it into my inventory. I'm so ready.
I know
I'm
you
so
have.
ready.
It's gonna be a ball.
I'm so ready to pull hard right and just blow something else up because I feel like I can't fire that thing without something going horrendously wrong if I miss.
Question is, you gonna fire it on UPP, or are you gonna fire it on your own Marines?
Oh my god.
We'll see who gets close.
Is that a question?
They started it.
Yes.
They did start
Yes.
it.
Chat says throw the urn at the UPP. All right,
Good idea.
There you go.
we're all messed up in the order here on the overlay again.
Yeah, that's my fault. My
all
bad.
good.
Tyler.
You're Tyler,
Hi.
Bill's
Yeah.
Jen.
let's
So-
let's tr-
Let's go
I'm
around.
still
I'll
me.
just talk to the order on there. So, Bill, you got anything going on you want to plug or discuss?
Yeah, you should definitely be here in 2 weeks because it's about to go down.
The last mission was stealthy. We've got combat this mission. Jen, what do you got going on this week?
This week, tomorrow I am not on the game, but you should watch it anyway. It's first edition AD&D. I'm on it every other week with Bert on Steam Steel Murder. On Saturday, I play in Spaceship Zero on Folsham Arts channel, and then on my own channel, Nintendo, I pour dice for the math rocks. I play Animal Crossing, and I also play Resident Evil with some really ridiculous mods.
Yeah, you do. Evan, what do you got going on this week?
Tuesday we'll be playing some spectaculars, some superheroes on Garblight Games at 9 p.m. Central. If you guys are interested in that, we're on our second session of Chaos. It was pretty crazy.
Yeah,
the
Chaos.
first session. And then we're gonna also be running some Symbaroum on the Free League channel in the next few weeks. So be ready to see that here too.
I'm Nightlight.
I'm Nightlight.
Tyler, what do you got going on this week?
This week I should be playing some Biomutant, some Fable 3 on my channel, Foolish GM, on here on Twitch. Expect that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I might be showing off my tabletop concept thingy I got going on called The Old and the Dead, which is Vaesen but set in Wild West with a little dash of Forbidden Lands because I love the random gen tables that are in there. So it's a wild time. It's gonna be fun, and that's all I got going on.
Cool. Aaron, what do you got going on this week?
We like Evan said, spectaculars on Tuesday, then Wednesday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Garblight Games, I'll be playing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th Edition. Then on Friday, Garblight Games at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we will be finishing up our Dune prologue campaign, House Dargouche. And that's it.
Very cool. like Evan and Aaron said, you can find the three of us on Godlike Games Tuesday night, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Unfortunately, there is no Alien next week. I have family coming into town. Now that restrictions are being lifted, coming into town to stay with us. So I will not be able to run a game next week. So we're going to have to take a pause. We'll be back in 2 weeks to pick up off this cliffhanger. I think that's all we got going on right now. So, yeah, we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Have a great week, everyone. And stay safe.